Going from newbie to funded trader, week 6. This week was nothing short of a complete disaster. The agent inside took over and I went on full tilt, blowing up all 3 of my TopStep accounts in the process, sending me into complete meltdown. This week started out pretty normal, to be honest. I was looking for good setups, entering when it looked promising, cutting losses when it didn't. But on Tuesday, I saw volume dropping hard and I kind of just got really frustrated, even a little bit bored. And I just went full tilt and completely abandoned my trading strategy altogether. So much so, I didn't even record most of the trades I took that day. But at least Monday was a sensible day. Okay, Monday, first trade of the week on Asia session. Here looking at a play on gold. It's a breakout to the downside. There's a lot of consolidation here on this range, and they've got a nice big strong candle breaking down out of that range. So I'm going to put in a stop sell. Yep. Or maybe we'll just put it under this wick here. How far is it? 19 roughly. Yep. 19. So I'll put it just below the wick if it can break the previous wick. Stop sell underneath there for 15 micros. Okay, so I've got my order in there now. If it comes down past that, let's give it another retest actually. Back to the upside, which is good. It's even better. So it gives that nice big retest all the way up back into the range. And it was starting to go back up there again actually to retest it again, but it's moving down. So if it tags me in past the break of that wick, which it has now, I'm in now. So I drag my stop up to just inside the range. Take my take profit down near the top of that previous drop, push up, sorry. Put in my tool here, position tool, and just line it up with both the stop and the take profit. Okay, we'll see how we go. So it's starting to move down into profit a little bit now, which is a good sign. Good start to the week. Hopefully you can get a win straight off the bat. Yeah, this has been consolidating in this range for a little while, and after it has that big breakout of the range and then has that huge retest back up into the range, I'm more than happy to enter on a trade like this when it flips. Oh, it's moving down into profit pretty well here. Okay, maybe I should put in some partials. Yeah, okay, so here I'm going to put in some partials. Let's put a limit buy for 10. So I'm going to take off 10 if it can reach that level. Oh, so close. It's going to hit those partials. Man, it must have just missed it by 1 tick. Oh, it's retracing now. Damn it. I don't like that at all. Move stops to break even. I don't like how that's coming back so far. Oh, I'm just into break even. This will be a tiny little bit of profit if it stops us out here. Oh, okay, stopped us out for $26 profit. So not the worst result in the world. If it does continue down and go further, then so be it. But I've reduced my risk now. Got a small profit. I'm happy with that. All right, Monday Asia session again. I'm looking for another play here on gold. It's actually breaking out to the upside this time. So it's incredibly lucky that I closed that previous trade because you can see it completely reversed and pushed all the way out through the next level up to the top side. So looking at a breakout here to the upside now, and it's kind of a little bit overextended. So you can see I've got my ranges marked out with these 2 white lines. The trade below that I just previously took was a breakout to the downside of that range. Now we're looking at one above it. So in here, I'm looking to put in a buy to the upside. Buy to the upside. Of course it's a buy to the upside. Where else would a buy go? Anyway, it's got some clean range to the left there. So it's basically all red all the way up to the next level with no blue candles. So some pretty clean range to go up. So I'm going to put in the buy sell just there above the break of the previous wick there. Okay, been tagged in. Drag my stop to below the wick and one up here to that next range. So if it gets up there, I'll be pretty happy. So to be really safe, I probably should have that stop loss down within the range, down below, but it is kind of a big stop. So I'm just taking the more risky stop loss of putting it just below the current wick. So it's just dancing around this range at the entry. It's not looking great so far. These kind of trades where it goes from a little bit of profit to under the entry, back into a tiny bit of profit, down into drawdown, they're super frustrating. But it is all part of trading, obviously. I mean, it does meet my criteria. It has had quite a big breakout to the upside. And all on the left-hand side, there's a lot of clean range up to that next level. I think I've got it at 46 ticks there, up into the next range. So there's definitely no reason it really should stop before it gets to that range, or at least before I take my partials. But right now it's just dancing around that range, which is not ideal. Seems to just be very indecisive. It's gone into profit, come down to drawdown. Maybe if this can come back up into profit, I might just cut this trade because it's looking pretty average at the moment. I'd rather close it with a little bit of profit because it wants a tiny push up there, but I don't want to be in it forever. Oh, where is it? It just keeps ticking over into that profit. Tick, 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 and then dropping. Even more of a reason to close it. Yeah, I'm out. Close it here. Given the trade was just dancing around the entry point here, I'm not too disappointed with that result. All right, next trade. Okay, so here, London session again. We're looking at a play on NQ. Looks like a bit of a breakout to the upside. Very, very small breakout, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Put a stop buy here, just above the wick here. 30 minute, how's it look there? Yeah, it's looking pretty bullish on the 30 minute. What's the hour like? Yep, very bullish on the hour as well. Back to the 15. So if it can break out above the wicks here, I think it's going to have a good chance of pushing up. So it's a kind of just broken out of that level, and I just think it's got a whole heap of buying pressure moving up over the last few days. At the end of last week, it was very strong moving up. So I'm going to go with the trend, and I'm going to try and capitalize on this movement moving up. So it's already had a retracement. You can see these last two candles have moved down. Big rejection to the downside. Nice big bottom wick on the last blue candle. And this one has already had a retest back down into the bottom of the range, or back into the range. So my stop will be 35 ticks. So that's okay on NQ. The ranges are a little bit different on NQ to gold. Yeah, I do like these rejections to the downside on this red candle. It's a huge move down, completely rejected with this big long wick. Oh, there we go, we're tagged in. So we drag that stop just below the range. Take profit up, roughly 1 to 2-ish. Put in my position tool. Stop to stop. Take profit, down to the take profit. Oh, that's more than a 1 to, still a 1 to 2. That's too far up. Drag the take profit down to a 1 to 2. Okay, we'll see what happens. Looks like we're starting to move up now. Probably should have partials in here somewhere. I might be able to go to the full TP, but yeah, no, I'll put in a limit sell for 10 of them. Sorry, 5. No, I'll do 5. Take some partials here. So yeah, I think it's got a pretty good chance of going up further. So we'll do those partials here at 5. Oh, that's so close. Is that touching? Man, it must be like 1 tick off. I can barely even see how close that is. Oh, don't reject down now. After getting 1 tick maybe off my partials, gee. Wow, it's moving up again. Oh, that's so close. Oh, that's hitting. That's touching it. That's literally on the... Why is that not triggering? Cancel that. Maybe I'll just have to do it manually. Too late. I'm just going to move my stops up into profit just in case it comes down now. I don't want to lose this trade after not having my partials triggered. I'll just wait. It might just go to the take profit. If it retraces back down, I've got my stop here into profit a little bit, so it won't be a losing trade. I'm in risk-free trade now, so it doesn't really matter if it comes up or down, but at least I should have had some partials. That should have filled the order just there. It was touching it. It was into the range there for sure on that partials. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with the Project X platform at the moment. I don't know if it's them or TopStep or whoever, but for some reason my partials, whenever I've got an order in, the take profit works, stop loss works, but whenever I put partials in another order, it just doesn't seem to work. So hopefully they sort that out real soon. It's very, very annoying. Now it's going to retrace, isn't it? It's pulling back down again. All right, at least I've moved my stop. All right, taken out for a small profit. Not the end of the world. Anyway, moving on, next trade. All right, Monday again, London session. I'm looking at a trade here on NQ. So looking at a bounce off resistance here at the top, and it's been moving up quite aggressively for some time now. So I'm looking at getting into a bit of a retracement play, a bit more risky, I guess you could say. But I'm going to add in a sell stop here just below where this entry point, the candle's just pushed now. It's ticked me in. So I put my stop just above the wick, and I'll drag my take profit down here somewhere. For now, maybe I'll put in some partials. Oh, that's a bit far. Put it there. Yeah, maybe I'll take some partials further down. Anyway, put in my position tool here. Stops to the stop. Profit to the take profit. Oh god, it's retracing already. Move that to there so it's a 1 to 2 and take some partials in between somewhere, if it can get there. Anyway, we're in a bit of drawdown right now, but like I said at the beginning, I think it's got a really good chance of moving down a bit further. I'll move that stop a tiny bit. I don't want that right on the bottom of the wick. Yeah, so I'll make that a 1 to 2. I like even numbers, 1 to 2. There we go. Move take profit there. Cool. Okay, so we'll leave it there for now. So like I said, have a bounce off that resistance level. I think I'm pretty confident that this can have a retracement from that massive push up that it's had already. And I think it's got a good chance of making a bit of a retracement back down before moving back up again, because literally I'm going against the trend here. So it is kind of risky because I'm going completely against the trend, but I'm just essentially betting on a retracement back down into that level. So yeah, I think I'll probably hold this even if it does go into drawdown a little bit, because I'm pretty confident that it does need that retracement. So it has had a retracement, a retest back to the upside already. You can see that wick has already been formed there, and now it's pushed down to where my entry was. So given that it had a really good retest back up to basically where my stop is, I'm pretty confident that it will continue to move down, but we'll see. Sometimes you're wrong. I probably did enter this candle a little bit late as well. I mean, how long have I been in the trade? A couple of minutes. Yeah, halfway through the candle roughly. I would have liked to have seen a lot more of a push by now. Oh, going blue. It's going right up towards my stop here. Oh, we're cooked, chat. We are cooked. Here we go. Stopped out. Okay, so $188 loss it looks like. Well, I was in profit a tiny bit, so maybe a little bit more than that. It was a trade that had really good potential, just didn't play out. So moving on to the next. All right, Monday New York session, looking at play here on gold. So it's a bounce off support, and there's a whole heap of range to the upside that's completely free and clear. So I'm going to try and capitalize on this retracement back up, or the move back up. It's continuing back up. This is the retracement, this red candles. So I'm going to put in a buy stop here. I'm going to do it for 10 micros. Oh, it's going to tag us in so close. All right, we are in. So drag my stop down below the current wick. Take profit up there. Put in my position tool. Oh geez, this is moving pretty quick. Stops to stops. Take profit to there. It's about a 2. Move that down there. See, it seems to be holding pretty well above this key level as well. You can see to the left, there's quite a few points of resistance which it's already clearly broken through pretty heavily, and it's holding above it. And then to the immediate left, those big red candles that have just come down shows a lot of clean range there to move up against that. So it's already broken those levels to the left, those double peaks over there. Anyway, we're moving up pretty strongly right now. I think we might be able to get at least partials. Maybe we should put some partials in at some point here. Seems to be dancing around this level a lot though. Oh, 250 profit. That's nice. I like that. Okay, move my stops to break even. I've got 10 micros on. I could take partials. No, I'll just sell here. Okay, that's good. So I've got back into profit. So there was like a $320-ish trade, I think, because it's now saying that I've got $119 in profit, wiping out that last loss and getting back into the green. So happy with that trade. It's probably going to continue up further, but that's okay. It was a winning trade, W. Okay, Tuesday, London session, looking at gold here. It's massive drop. It's actually moving down with huge amounts of pressure. I'm just going to jump in, sell, put my stops near the range. I'm doing this purely out of buying pressure, moving down. This is just a complete risky trade. I don't think this is smart at all. Hoping to wick fill it. This last one. It's had a tiny retracement. You can see the blue candle there. And now it's just moving down. Okay, stops down into profit a little bit. I hate missing out on these big moves. You just see them moving down and you know it's going to continue down. It's just melting. Oh, I should move it there. Ah, oh, taken out, idiot. Okay, little profit. This is just melting though. I'm going back. I'm going in again. This is just like strategy out the window. Move my stops up a little bit. Wick fill. Take profit near the wick fill. But when the buying pressure is moving down like this, it's just so obviously just going to continue down. It's just, the whole thing is just melting. There's no entry point though. There's no strategy to this whatsoever. Right now I'm just entering. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Cancel the order maybe. Why'd I cancel that one? This one. I hate when these ones melt like this. It's just like, I want to be in it. Okay, take some profit. Boom. $410. Sell again. It can fill this wick. Yeah. Oh, will it fill the wick? Yep, sell. Stop up. This is completely ridiculous. Anyway, move down. Seems to be working out so far. It's coming into profit. Cancel it. Maybe I'll take some profit there. But it's just melting, like it's just melting. Until it doesn't. And you get stopped out. Idiot. It's melting, stuff it, sell. Moving up. Take profit down to the wick. See, it's just melting, melting, melting. It's just hard to get an entry. And when it just has that little tick back up, you get stopped out. I mean, there's no strategy here at all. I'm literally just gambling. I just want to be part of it though. Stop position. Maybe I'll close it here. A little bit of profit. Oh, it's moving right down. Oh. Took me out at my take profit. It worked out that time. $720 profit. I mean, it did work out, but there was not any strategy to that at all. That was just pure gamble mode. Anyway, not super proud of that, but it did work out. Okay, Tuesday NQ, looking at a breakout to the upside here. You can see it's broken well above this range. I don't think it's too overextended. It's looking pretty good. We've had a nice retest. So how far is that? Yeah, okay, so that's a 48 pip stop if I'm going to go back into the range. It's looking pretty good. Buy there. I would normally buy at the top of the wick, but it's moving pretty quick. So move our stops to below that wick. Take profit up to the next range. And yeah, I should have probably waited until it broke that actual top wick next to it, but I can see it's moving fairly quickly, so I wanted to be part of this trade and not miss it. So that's why I bought a little bit early. But you can see on the left-hand side, there's heaps of clean range above this level, all the way up to the next level. But these breakouts are really one of my favorite ones to take because you've got those key levels, and once something closes above it and then has that retest back down and then continues back up again, it really does show strength to be moving up. That's why I like the breakout so much. Maybe more so even than the bounce off resistance or support, because it's very clear what's happening for the most part. It does fake you out sometimes and you do lose, but move my stops up a bit, I think. This is starting to annoy me. Oh, where should I? Yeah, I'll put it there. Yeah, I've got a bad habit of moving my stops, but I don't like how this is just hanging around. I'm going to close it. Yep. I'd rather just be in profit for this. It's starting to retrace again. I'm not really a big fan of it. All right, Tuesday, New York session again, looking at a bit of a bounce off this key level. It's had a little bit of a retracement as it's moving up, so it's sort of bouncing off this key level here. I think I'm going to buy as it's moving up instead of putting in a level. It's moving quickly, so I'm going to drag my stop down below that range, put my take profit basically up here somewhere for now. Oh, it's already moving. Move my stops up into profit. Okay, risk-free trade right now. In a fair bit of profit, $300-400 there. Oh, maybe I'll close it. Maybe I'll close it here. We've got a fair bit of profit already. Or maybe put partials in. Although the partial tool's not working right now, I might have to do it with the button. I'll just set it up. Let's put 10. I'll put 10 there, just in case I do decide to sell it there and sell partials. Hopefully that'll work instead of adding a level, because it doesn't seem to trigger it. All right, move my stop up a little bit further into profit. Oh man, I'm up $600 here. Probably should be taking this, or at least move my stop back down so it doesn't stop me out here. 7 ticks into profit. Oh man, I should have closed it. I was up 600 already. It's going to stop me out here. Oh, maybe I'll close it here. No, just wait. It might go back up. It's going to go back up. Push. Close it. Oh man. It wants to go. It wants to go. I should move my stops back down, really. I'd hate to get taken out here, but I kind of want the profit as well. So I'm greedy. Tuesday, gambling session. What the hell? Oh man, it wants to go. It fully wants to move up. I'm going to hover over the closed position. Oh man, don't come back down to this level. I should have my stops here. Oh, taking out a break even. Well, small profit. I swear this is going to continue up. And I'm not going to be part of it now because I moved my damn stop. Oh, that's so frustrating. Stop moving your stops. It's fully going to go. Oh my goodness. This is so frustrating. This is my own fault. I should still be in this trade. It didn't even go down below my entry. My stop should have stayed where it was, and I would still be in this trade. It was looking good too. Okay, anyway. Bit of a profit, didn't lose any money, so it's not too bad. So these were just the trades that I recorded. There were many more that I didn't record, both wins and losses, but at no point during this blind trading tirade was I using any strategy. I was clicking buy and sell as the price moved based on how it looked, and completely randomly was just taking trades. Okay, so Wednesday, looking at a buy here in the London session. So I've got a stop market buy above this level. It's already had a really decent retest back down below the level. So I'm kind of looking at it sort of like a continuation buy on this one. It hasn't really had a breakout that strongly. It's sort of the previous level before it has gone above it, but I'm just sort of looking at a continuation on this one. Everything's been so bullish. Okay, we're tagged in now. Move the stops to below that wick. Well into the range. Take profit. Probably looking for a wick fill up here somewhere. Okay, moving pretty well. Move my stops to the break-even point. I like being in risk-free trades. It's probably my weakness. That's why I got taken out of so many good trades, but I continue to do it for some reason. Probably because I'm super greedy when it comes to a trade. Once I'm in profit, I don't want to lose. I've got to work on that. All right, in profit right now. Let's see if we can move up. Taking out a break even. What, $46 win? Okay, so I should still be in this trade as well. Oh my God. It's moved up hard. I should still be in this trade. Oh, that sucks. See, this is what happens when you move your stops. Moving on, next trade, I guess. So after the first 3 days of this week, my account is in the red at $424. Obviously, this should not be the case, and I've only got myself to blame for this. So it's time really just to try and get this back on track now. And just by following the strategy, hopefully I can claw back some of those losses and end the week green. My main takeaway from the last few days is that trading is probably 80% mindset, 20% strategy. So make sure your mindset is right and definitely just follow your strategy and everything should really just work out for the best. Okay, London session here on NQ, looking to get a buy on this breakout. Already tagged in, so drag our stop down below that wick. Take profit up here somewhere, maybe like a 1-to-1. So you can see it's a bit of a breakout to the upside there. Above this key level, had a retest, it's moving back up. So that's the reason for this trade, entering this trade. Move my stops down just below that one. Yeah, you can see this is the level right here. It's had the breakout there. A little bit overextended, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I probably should have had my entry above that top wick of the blue candle. Yeah, I should have stopped out. Okay, loss, moving on. All right, Friday Asia session, looking at a impulse buy to the upside on gold. So everything's been moving up very, very, very well against this massive drop to the left. So I'm going to put in a buy stop here. No, wrong one. I'll just press buy. That's probably easier. Okay, so we're in. Drag my stop down here below these bodies. Should be further down, but it's kind of a big stop. So I'm just kind of taking a bit of a riskier trade here, to be quite honest. It is a bit of an impulse buy because everything's been moving up. Nah, I should put my stops below the wick. I'll do the right thing. Put it below the wick. It is where it is. That's where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it was a bit of a breakout off this key level, but it moved up significantly and it's had a massive retrace. The only reason I'm probably taking this one is because of this red candle next to it. It's had a giant rejection to the downside. And the current candle has also had a retest back into the range. And now I'm anticipating the continuation up. So we'll see if it plays out. I'm going to leave my stops here, down at the bottom. Oh, geez, massive move down already. Oh no, I'm going to get stopped out here, I think. Oh, damn it. Okay, stopped out. That's a pretty big loss there. I probably should have had a whole heap less on there than 20. $400 loss, that's a big loss. I should have sized down. Okay, anyway, big loss, lesson learned. Size down a bit on ones you're not super confident on. Okay, Friday Asia session again, looking at a breakout on NQ. So I'm looking to put in a buy stop here at the break of this wick. So limit buy to 10 micros above that wick. So if we can tag us in here, I think it's got some range to move up. Okay, so stops below the wick. Yeah, that's probably the right place there. Yeah, maybe down below the range. So 23 ticks there. It's not a bad stop loss, I guess. But if you look to the left, it's still got a lot of range to the next level. So I think it can run all the way up to there and retest that level again. So I think that might be the go. Stops, maybe I should have them down below the range here. We got it at 21 ticks. That's not bad. It's not a bad stop. Okay, just dancing around the entry. Nothing interesting happening yet. So it's not looking good. Super grindy trade, just grinding away up a tiny bit. Gives you enough hope that it's moving into profit a little bit to stay in. And then grinds its way back down past your entry. Grinds its way around your entry and just dances there for ages. It's super annoying. The grinders, that's what I'm going to call these ones. Grinders. I hate a grinder. Grinder trade. Come on, nice little push up and I am out of here. Come on, pop up. 30, 25. Yep, I'm out. Done. $30 profit. Okay, that's it. Next trade. Okay, so pre-London, looking at a bounce off resistance here at the top. I've got a stop market sell in here. Okay, been triggered in. Put that just above the current candle wick. Stops there. Take profit down at this level here. I'm not real confident with this one. That's why I've only put on 5 micros for this as well. I'm just not that super confident. Actually, I'm going to reduce my risk a bit for this. Purely because it's, it is a bit of a risky trade. And that's why I've only put 5 micros on it as well. Almost at the entry again, which is a shame. It's really not looking good. Okay, stopped out. Small loss, like $60 or something. But yeah, lucky I went in with a small lot size. Okay, all good. Next trade. Okay, so we're in pre-London still and looking at gold here. Bit of a breakout to the upside. Doesn't really show it here, but on Forex it's showing a bit of a breakout. So that's why I'm going to put in a buy stop. But I'm only going to put in 5 micros here for this one because, yeah, like I said, it's not a breakout here technically. Yeah, I have seen it play out that way sometimes. Okay, drag my stop in. Being tagged in. Just below that wick there is probably enough. Okay, take profit just to the top of that range. Hopefully we can get up there. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. So taking partials here on this probably isn't going to be the best idea if it's a good trade and it's going to move up to that full TP. Oh, what happened there? That was just ticked out. Just bang, gone. All right, that's it, stopped out. Just wicked me out. Okay, Friday London session on gold. Looking at a bit of a breakout here. So this one I've actually waited for I'm already in. Drag my stop down below that level. They probably should be below that wick really of the current candle, but this is the level. Yeah, I'll just move it down below the wick. That's a safer spot there. But yeah, as you can see here, it's a breakout to the upside. I did wait for that next candle to form, having big rejection to the downside and actually close small body red above that level. And after it's closed small body red above that level, it gives me the confidence to sort of take the move up from there. But now it's kind of rejecting at the moment, so it's not looking good currently. But right now I'm in a lot of drawdown, so I'm just trying to talk myself into staying in this trade and leaving my stop loss where it belongs and then just taking the loss. Because if I do that, what I've noticed too is with a lot of my trades, I'm taking these trades, moving my stop loss, being greedy, it goes into profit, comes down, tags me out, and then just continues. And then I'm missing out on the profits of those kind of trades. But on the ones that I hold my stop loss, yeah, I'm taking the loss, but I'm not getting the benefit of those other ones going all the way. Let's see, stopped out and locked out. So it ended up that those losses took me below the MLL or max loss limit on all TopStep accounts. I didn't realize that the MLLs are on a sliding scale and it moves up as your profit does. So when I had reached 51,195, the MLL moved up to 49,195, not $48,000 where I thought it was. And my balance dropped to $48,084, meaning I blew all 3 TopStep accounts. Yes, it's unfortunate, but I've really only got myself to blame for not making sure I know the challenge rules. So I think my main takeaway from this week is that patience preserves capital. But I have to say that all of those losses this week and losing the 3 TopStep accounts has kind of removed some of the emotion out of losing. They just feel like nothing too bad now. So at least this bad week has given me something positive. And also I've learned the hard way that you must know the challenge rules of the prop firm you're using. So my game plan for next week is to start a new account for Monday, to pass the evaluation for the new account, get funded and complete the challenge. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you got some value out of the video, and if you do like it, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. See you next week.